Very good afternoon and welcome, dear teachers. Welcome to the last webinar series of Be Internet Awesome. I say this is the last because we have been doing these webinars and sharing information regarding Be Internet Awesome since the month of July. And on Friday, we will be wrapping up all the webinars. Our Master Trainer series will continue. However, the webinars will close. But all the webinars are available on YouTube, so there is nothing to worry about. On this note, I would like to share that today we will be discussing about a program on internet safety. So Be Internet Awesome is all about being safe online, and especially for our young children, our students who are there in schools and colleges, etc., who are navigating the online world. We are here to ensure that you, as teachers, as educators, as facilitators, as their mentors, are empowered to implement this program in your respective schools. All the resources and active support will be provided by our team members, that is Mahattattva team members, to help you get certified with this CBSE and Google certificate on Be Internet Awesome. This is Be Internet Awesome is an initiative by CBSE and Google. The curriculum has been developed by Google, and Mahattattva is transacting the same in schools and helping you also do the same. Manu ma'am, please may I request you to share my screen. Thank you. As you are all aware, there has been a lot of buzz, and I would like to share that we've crossed more than 130,000 students have been trained on this amazing program, and about 3,000 teachers. The program is called Be Internet Awesome because by the end of the program, once you've trained your students, they have been through all the 5 modules, believe me, they do become awesome. The aim of the entire program is to empower our students to be safe online and preempt any sort of breaches, any sort of challenges that they may face out there. We have witnessed how the pandemic came with a lot of struggles. And it is over here that I'd like to make a special mention to all those teachers pan country who rose to the occasion and helped organize regular studies online. So kudos to you, dear teachers. As we all know, the online world comes with its challenges, and many, and they keep on evolving on a daily basis. And as teachers, it is our duty, our moral responsibility to equip our students to be safe online. On this note, I'd like to introduce our support team to all of you. This is Ms. 𝗕𝗲 𝗜𝗲𝗁. So she will not be an unfamiliar face because you would have attended many of her webinars during the pandemic. She is the CEO and founder of Mahattattva. That is Ms. Manu. She is behind the scenes today, but she's ensuring that the program reaches to you and you are able to take home whatever we are here to share with you. This is me, 𝗕𝗲, that's your mentor for the day. This is Ms. Ashima, another team member and an ex-principal who believes ardently in this program. This is Ms. Sonali Bhatt, another team member of ours, also an ex-principal, and she was teaching the early years, and she, when she went through the program, she also believes, she said, this is fantastic, it must go out to our children, because in today's time, we cannot say that the online activities are only related or relevant to a certain age group. That is not true. The moment the young children, they go back home, the first thing they do is either they grab their parent's phone or a tablet or get onto the laptop. That's Ms. Kajal. She's heading operations at Mahattattva. She makes sure that all the day's work is done well and seamlessly. This is Ms. Kajal. She forms the backbone of our team when it comes to any admin issues. And also she's your person. She's going to be the one who's going to be making the certificates for you and sharing them with you once you are done training your students. As I use the word training your students, I'd like to share here and emphasize. Teachers, मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ और emphasize करना चाहती हूँ इस बात पे कि ये जो program है आज का, ये attendance पे certificate नहीं मिलेगा, ये attendance based certification नहीं है. इसमें आपको दोनों वेबिनार्स अटेंड करने हैं, समझना है क्या करना है, वो ट्रेनिंग जाके आपने अपने स्कूल में क्लासेस के अंदर बच्चों के साथ करानी है. जब आप वो ट्रेनिंग करा देंगे और आप गूगल फॉर्म सबमिट करेंगे बच्चों के नाम के साथ, बच्चों का एविडेंस के साथ, उसके बाद आपको सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा. I'd again like to say that this program is not certificate based just upon viewership. If you're attending the webinar today, this is part 1 of the webinar. Friday, we have part 2. It does not qualify you for a certificate. But what will help you get a certificate is what I'm going to be explaining and taking you through. On the screen right now, you can see the steps for certification. You are required to attend 2 webinars, read the resources provided and prepare for your student engagement. Now, when I say read the resources, this thought must come to your mind, resources. What kind of resources? Where to look for the resources? So I would request, Manu ma'am, can you please put the website link in the chat box? Thank you, Manu ma'am. Dear teachers, please click on this website link. All those of you who are logged in through the phone, kindly copy the link and message it to yourself or put it in a message and archive it so that it stays with you and you do not lose the link. This link has all the curriculum. It has all the important data that you will need for your trainings. All those of you who are logged in through the laptop, I request you to please click on this link. Once the link opens up, please bookmark this link till you have trained your students and you receive the certificate. I'm going to explain all about the link. Now that your link is open on your phones or your tablets or your laptops, you must be wondering there are a couple of tabs. What do they mean? Please don't worry. I will take you through them as the program progresses. Like I said in the beginning, we are here to support you. The support is going to come in the form of email IDs. We have daily office hours. We have a Telegram group. We are there on YouTube. All the webinars are there on YouTube. Because sometimes due to a technical glitch, what may happen is that you may lose out on some sort of information that is being shared. So what you need to do is you may log into YouTube, go to Mahattattva Be Internet Awesome, type that, and you will find our channel where all the webinars are there. You're also part of our WhatsApp groups now. You can even post your queries there. This is the entire program is available to you on Google Slides. All these slides are peer deck enabled. You understand the meaning of peer deck. That means the add-on it's interactive. You can use them to interact with your students in the classrooms. All this is available on the website link that we have just put in the chat box. I will take you through them. I will show you exactly where these slides are. Now, what you can see on the screen are 5 headlines. Take 2-3 seconds to go through them. If you look at the first one, the first one says share with care. That is the very first module of this program called Be Internet Awesome. And as you can see, sharing with caring literally is about telling our students about the digital footprint and responsible communication. The second one is called Don't Fall for Fake. Here, the module talks about phishings, scams, and credible sources. The name of each module is basically a window into what this is all about. The third module is Secure Your Secrets, Online Security and Passwords. So what about passwords? This is going to be very interesting. I will take you through that. I don't want to open up too many cards here. Just want to show you what the modules are. It's cool to be kind, combating negative online behavior. So we know, we keep telling our children that kindness is a social trait that must be imbibed, but you'll be pleasantly surprised how important it is for them to be kind online also. The last unit talks about when in doubt, talk it out. So what is it that the children should do when questionable content and scenarios pop up in front of them? At the end of these trainings, at the end of the discussion of the 5 modules, your students will become smart, alert, strong, kind, and brave. Let's move on. I'd like to take you through the modules. What I'm going to be taking you through, that is my slides that I have for you, what you can see on the screen, are just a window to the entire curriculum. Just to give you an idea of what kind of training is that you are going to be providing and what is it that your students are going to be learning. The first module is being internet smart. Now, what about being smart? How to be smart? Are we not already smart? These are some questions that are going to come to you. So this module deals with how information is misused and what is the kind of information that our children should not be sharing out there. There is a list of do's and don'ts to keep themselves safe. Also, what are the consequences when we put out information without thinking? This module also deals with digital footprint, something that is taken very lightly. Children do not understand the seriousness of that. They think that what is posted online can be deleted and it's gone. But you and I know, and those of you who didn't know will now know, that whatever we put online, if I put it 10 years ago, you can trace it back to me, but I may have deleted it. That's not the point. That is also not a correct answer. That is also what I would say, misnomer in my mind, that I wrote something, whether good or bad, but I've deleted it and nobody can trace it back to me. That's incorrect. It can be traced back. It's there. It's online. Your footprint, once you've put out something there, it'll always stay. You may delete it from here and you may think that you have done by right, but it stays online forever. So this module teaches our children to communicate responsibly, encourages them to have a face-to-face conversation if something is bothering them. It could be anything. We don't know. I mean, the age groups, they face a lot of flack. They have very tough lives. Unlike us, while we were growing up, dear teachers, the exposure to social media wasn't so much. In fact, we just had a plain television and gaming had started coming in. But today, even gaming is online and we can have anybody and anybody reach out to us. So things have changed. Their challenges are definitely bigger. And that is what we need to step up and help them face. So how is it that they can communicate responsibly? What about they are creating a lot of content, right? Whether they are young children or they are the older ones, they're making a lot of content. So we cannot snub everything. We cannot put out everything and say, no, this isn't appropriate. Sometimes it's all right. But can we teach them how to be safe while they're making that content? And can we teach them what is appropriate content? Yes, we can. And that is what this module is going to explain, to what is it that should be shared and what it is that should not be shared. I had gone to a school, and there the teacher's concern was that grade 2, 3 children, these were grade 3 children. I was doing the same training with them physically. And these grade 3 children had started making videos on Snapchat and posting. And she was worried that, they don't understand that why they should not be talking about what is happening at home. And so these young children were basically sharing everything live, what was happening at home, where they stay, who all they stay with, where mummy is working, where papa is working, definitely in a fun manner, but that information was going out there and it was dangerous. So she asked me to speak to them, and I did share with them. And I realized that sometimes we think that, no, why would children do that? But children are doing that, and they don't know that they could really get into trouble. So each module has some lessons, and you'll be very happy to know that the first 4 modules have an interland game at the end. Now, this game is very interesting. The moment they start playing it, they're given questions. They need to answer those questions. I will be showing you the game. I will be taking you through it. And then at the end, they get a Google certificate also. So it asks you, you've taken, you're traveling to the hill station with your entire family. Nobody is going to be home. You're home, you're just locking it away and maybe putting the key somewhere. So should you share it on social media with everybody? Should you share that only with your friends? Should you share that only with your teacher or with your parents or no one? So these are the kinds of scenarios that come up in the game. Children need to gauge, answer, and basis that they get the points. So basically, once you have discussed whatever is there in the module, they can go back, play the game, and kind of reaffirm the concepts that you have taught them. Let's look at the lessons that are there for Share with Care. Lesson 1 talks about when not to share. Lesson 2 is speaking about keeping it private. Lesson 3 says that's not what I meant. Lesson 4 is frame it. Lesson 5, who is this person anyway? And how do others see us online? If you notice, each name of the lesson has been carefully chosen because it is going to deal exactly with what the subject line says. The themes, the main themes running through this module, through these 7 lessons, is about how feelings can be hurt when you do not think of whatever you're posting, and you think that today you might have posted something nasty and tomorrow you will delete it. No, it deals with subjects like these. It also tells our children how important reputation and privacy is. Also, we through this module, we help them understand what is the meaning of privacy really. Each unit, each lesson, in fact, also comes with goals for students. This is very important. How is it important? Because the goals for the students, we can flip it around to our children. Let's give it to them. Once you're done with the training, once you're done with your discussions, have enough number of discussions, allow them, give them that space to come back to you and ask you a couple of questions, maybe more than that. Then when you come to the goals, ask them to see this. Ask them, now do you understand that how to manage your positive reputation online, and why is it important to have a positive reputation? Ask them if they now know the meaning of privacy and they know how to respect the boundaries of each other, and if they know what a digital footprint really is. So either they'll give you a thumbs up and say, yes, they completely understand, or it'll be a thumbs down. In both cases, thumbs up means you move forward, and a thumbs down means that you will have to do a little more activities with them or share more real life experiences with them. Dear teachers, when you're doing this with them in your classrooms, don't hold back. If you have incidents to share, share them. The moment you start opening up, they will also start opening up. We may think that, grade 2, grade 3 children are so young. Why should we tell them that I went online and I posted this, and I got into trouble because somebody tried to hack my account. The thing is that the more awareness we spread, the more safe we are. These children are not living alone. They're living with their parents, they're living with their grandparents. Whatever you share with them, they're going to go back home and discuss. So it's going to be beneficial in the cycle of being safe online. One theme that runs through all the modules is the last one, if you look at what is up on the screen, is asking for help. Asking an adult for help, an adult like you or an adult like their parent. Most times when children get into situations that are tough, they feel that there is nobody around them. They do not have anybody to help them out. This is the time when you are discussing this with them, you can pose this to them and let them know that they can ask you. They can reach out to you. They can reach out to their parents. It is very important. We may feel that what is the big deal in telling the children? They should already know, but they don't. We need to tell them that we are there for them. Each unit comes with a vocabulary, and the vocabulary is something that you can have games with. So give them the definition, ask them to look for the word, or give them the word and ask them to look for the definition. So you can do a couple of match the following, etc. Have fun. While having fun, they're also learning a lot of terms that are relevant to the online world. So the lesson flow goes like this: goals for students, then you have let's talk, then there is activity, then there is a takeaway. Now takeaways is something that you can ask the students, that they should turn around and tell you what is it that they have understood from this unit, what are their key points. If you're doing it in a classroom, get them to put it up on a board. In fact, with every unit that you finish, give them a chart paper, ask them to put post-its, get a board made out of that. There are some scenarios also with each, in fact, I would like to change the word scenario, not some, plenty full of scenarios with each lesson. Now, scenario, what it does is it allows us to connect with the child. One thing is to just keep talking and saying, do this, don't do that, be careful, why should you be careful? What happens when we give them a real life scenario? When you read these and the other scenarios that are there in the website, and that the link was shared with you earlier in the chat box, they will start to connect and they will start to understand. Let's take a look at this scenario. The children at your house take turns using your mom's tablet, so everybody knows the passcode. Your whole family also has one account for doing online shopping at this one website. If I had read this line, say a decade ago, I would have not, and it would have not registered. I would have not understood. I would have been wondering, what is this online shopping and what are they talking about? But today, everything is online. You ask me to step outside and really go to a store, I will avoid that, because now I realize my time is valuable. I'd rather spend it on upskilling myself or learning something or spending time with one's family, like you would. That was all fine until one day your brother had a friend over and they were using your mom's tablet to look at some amazing headphones for gamers on that shopping site. Your brother went to get a snack in the kitchen and they went outside to shoot some hoops. A few days later, this box arrived at your house. It had headphones in it. Your brother said he didn't order them. You believe him. So this is a scenario where most likely the password is saved, the card details are saved. You know that every time we are shopping online or we are purchasing something, the website prompts us to save our card over there. It does that. And sometimes we do it because if it's a regular website, we do save our card. Our children also know about it. In fact, sometimes in certain homes, children help with such transaction. because parents feel पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि हमारे बच्चे ज्यादा जानते हैं, दे आर फास्टर विद द डिवाइसेस, विच इज ट्रू. My next generation is definitely faster than how I understand and how I interact. It's just a generation thing. So sometimes parents सोचते हैं कि अगर वो बच्चों को ये चीजें दे देंगे, वो अच्छी तरह हो जाएगा, it will be faster and safer. Not denying that, but it does happen. So now how to save oneself? So these are some questions. You can take your children, take the class, divide them into groups. This is just one scenario. This module has many such scenarios. Either you can just discuss one scenario, or if you would really like, then I would suggest take those scenarios, give them to each group, give everyone a different scenario, give them time, let them read, let them discuss, then let them come to the front of the class and share. So these questions that you can see here, they are going to be answering. They will be telling you that, they will be giving you inputs. And this is the time they're going to be sharing how these things have happened with them too, or with their friends. And this is what we really want. We want them to share uninhibited. We want them to know that we are there beside them, and we are always watching them, and we are there to help them, so that any other challenge they face, they know whom to come to. This is what module 2 is about. Being internet alert, don't fall for fake. If I could have a conversation right now, I would have so many stories to tell you about the number of fake emails and messages and links that are sent, and people are falling prey to that. They are losing their hard-earned money because of that. The stories are endless, and I'm sure you will be nodding your head and saying, well, I have a couple too to share with you. Children are not safeguarded from this. They are also online. They are also looking at messages and freebies. So much free, money free, Coke free, all sorts of mails are coming to them. So this module specifically deals with that how is it that they can safeguard themselves from being fooled. And when they are confused, they must reach out to an adult. This also tells them how to distinguish between real and fake. There's a very interesting worksheet which has a number of websites. I'm smiling because just today morning I was trying to update my Microsoft account, that is pay my subscription and keep it active, and I by mistake made a spelling error. So instead of saying Microsoft.com, I happened to say MICR, and a fake website opened, and I had information in front of me, and I was just wondering, that it said put your details here to activate the subscription. If I had not been mindful, and sometimes everybody is just too busy, I would have landed myself into a soup, because that was a completely fake website. So this module has examples of fake websites, and it teaches us how to be careful online. So this will help our children know the signs of a potential scam, statements about winning or getting something for free. Then what are they supposed to do, and how should they react to fair exchanges about personal information? What about that? The module 2 also has lessons like pop-up, catfishing, and other scams. What is the difference between phishing and catfishing? That's a game that you can play in the vocabulary. Who is this talking to me? You've received a friend request from another 6th grader. Is it really a 6th grader? Are they so sure? Are we so sure? So what is it that we can tell our children? Spotting untrustworthy information. If I were a search engine, practicing internet search, Interland River. Again, Reality River is the game. I will be taking you through this. I would also like you, when we access it, that you go to the website, and you also try interacting with this game. You play it before you share it with your children. The themes for this unit is that whatever is online is not necessarily true. No, they need to think. And what about online scams? They need to be aware about fraudulent posts and pitches. Children tend to think that whatever is online is true, that everybody has a great life except them. But this is where we step in, and this is where this module comes in handy and helps them understand that whatever is online is not necessarily true. Again, the goals for the students, if you can see on the screen, this is the time where you flip this and ask your students to tell you whether they have understood this, whether do they now know that how a scam is working, do they know how to avoid a scam, what are the steps they can follow to not fall prey to such scams, and now do they understand that whatever they are seeing online is not really true, it could be different. I'm going to show you that particular example, particular worksheet that I'm referring to, that is fantastic and lets our children understand that whatever is online is not true. This unit also has vocabulary. Lesson flow remains the same. Goals for students, let's talk, activity, and takeaway. Takeaway, make sure you get them to do this. Let them share what is it that they have learned, what is it that they would like to learn from you, what would they want more. Maybe there is something that they have not understood. Would they like you to repeat it? Would they like you to give an example? So what is it that they are really looking for? Each module, like I said, has a scenario. So scenarios are here in front of you. A pop-up ad says that you're part of a very small group that has been selected to try a special mermaid pill that will give you the power to breathe underwater without scuba gear. All you have to do is send INR 2000 to cover shipping. Would you do it? Dear teachers, when we look at this an example, it may seem that it's very far away from us, but it's not really so. If you start digging up the amount of scams that people and children and young adults are falling prey to, you will realize that in a country that has a population of crores, if 10, 20, 30 people are falling prey to this, please do your math, do the calculations. And why should we, ignore it? Because like I said, today morning, I made a spelling error and see where I got sent. So we have to be mindful, and these are things that we need to discuss with the children. The second example is very interesting because it is something that is happening with them. And this is what our children are facing. You like a lot of the videos by a popular vlogger because they are funny, but they also say nasty things that you don't like. Do you buy what they say because they are funny and really popular? Do you think that influences people? Now, this I find very interesting because it is a platform. ये example बहुत अच्छा लगता है. इसलिए अच्छा लगता है because हमारे बच्चे confused हैं. वो इसलिए कंफ्यूज्ड हैं बिकॉज उनको लाइक्स चाहिए. इस जनरेशन को लाइक्स चाहिए, बहुत सारी लाइक्स चाहिए. उनको लगता है कि वो एक्सेप्टेबल सिर्फ तब होंगे जब वो पॉपुलर होंगे, जब वो अब ये वाला एग्जांपल बहुत क्लियरली कहता है पॉपुलर व्लॉगर है लेकिन सेइंग नास्टी थिंग्स. बच्चे को इंटरनली पता है कि ये गलत है, बट वो इधर उधर देखता है तो क्राउड तो इसको फॉलो कर रहा है. वो क्राउड से अकेला कैसे हो जाए? These are things we deal with in classrooms. So these are examples that we can share with them and say that they can choose to say no. हमारे कौन से सब्जेक्ट में हम बच्चों को कहते हैं कि नो बोलिए जब आप कंफर्टेबल नहीं हैं? एंड आपका नो बोलना doesn't mean that makes you a bad person or you're unacceptable. We don't tell them, but they need to hear this from us. They need to hear it from their teachers. They need to hear it from their parents, that it's okay to say no. In fact, I think nowadays, the more you say no, the better it is. Because they start killing their inner voice. Their inner voice is saying, that popular क्यों है? Popular इसलिए because आप मेरे जैसे लोग, बच्चे ही तो उनको पॉपुलर बनाते हैं. लेकिन अगर कोई चीज गलत हो रही है और हम अपने बच्चों को इक्विप करेंगे, नो बोलिए, and that is okay, then we are actually contributing to their growth in a positive manner. आज वो आपके पास हैं, they're still in a safer environment. Tomorrow these are the same children who are going to be out there in the workforce. So let's start telling them that it's okay to say no and think for themselves whether what is right or not. And when they can't think and they need somebody to decide for them, they should reach out to their teacher or to an adult. There's another handout which says what is credible. So this is, again, it talks about how to decide whether what is credible or not. So you can give them out to them. You can have a discussion on them however you want. It depends on completely your class, the age group that you're going to choose. Basis the age group, please look at the activities. Like I said, my slides only have a limited activities. Right now, I will take you to the website. There are many more activities over there. I would like to take you to the website now. The remaining modules, we will come back on Friday and do those. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the website. I hope it is open, especially for those people who are on the laptop. If you're not, don't worry, you can explore this later. So this is what the website looks like. The first tab is about. It's about digital citizenship and about the program. Everything is here. The second tab talks about our facilitators. Like I had introduced them in the beginning also, and the details of them are here. If you look at the top of this and look on the left hand side, it says follow the YouTube channel for webinar recording. So if you click on this, you will be directed to our YouTube channel where all the previous webinar recordings will be there. And like I said, that at your own pace, you can revisit them and see what is to be done. We also have a Google group for trainings. You can connect over here and stay in touch. You can also connect with us through Facebook and see what are the trainings that are being done over there and who are the other Be Internet Awesome ambassadors already who have been felicitated, who have completed the program and are a part of our page. Teachers, this is the schedule. So in case you want to take a look at where all we are going to be available, when is the next one. So the one that is highlighted in yellow is today. This is what is going on. And then we will be seeing you on Friday. There are other dates also for the follow-up. Monday is the follow-up. Then we are also doing master trainers. The master trainer program is where teachers like you train 10 more teachers. And then those teachers go back and train the students. All the details are in the tabs on the top. I hope you can read them. About, facilitators, schedule, resources, assessments, and the master trainer program, and the FAQ and help desk. Let's look at resources. Now, this is a very important tab. What you saw on my slides is here. I'm going to open the entire curriculum. I will come back to that. So either you access the entire curriculum, that's a 139 pager, that's there. You can take a look at that. Or you, for what we have done for easy reference, we have broken up each module and we've put out the main details. So what the module is about, you can click on the first blue line for access. The next one contains the interactive slide deck. You can use this for your training. The vocabulary has been shared separately. And finally, the game. Like I was talking about the game, I want to show you the game. That's the Internaut. You'll see more of them. They are the ones who are in the game. The children are going to love this, because what better than playing a game and also learning? I hope you can see the question on the screen. Meet up details about the school dance, or it could be a fair or an annual day. So who should know about this? Should friends know about it? Okay. So they need to bounce this. You can use the right arrow and the up and down arrow to click and fire. I'm trying that and showing you. I have misfired. So I'm going to try again. I don't think I have misfired again. That doesn't matter. Don't judge me because I'm misfiring. Just an example to show you, it's a lot of fun. They can play this, and I am missing the mark because I'm not able to put the pointer there. But I should have that been shared with friends. I could have changed the question over there. I'm going to play this after I finish the webinar because I need to get this right. Here. So I have achieved. It was a good move. You can see I've done well. So this is a kind of motivation that your students will also have. And now you can see that the second question has come. These games are there for the first 4 modules and all related to the topic of the module. So for example, I have right now clicked on the one share with care. So all my questions will be related to this. We'll go back to the website. Like I said, unit 2, details are here, games are here. Unit 3, similar manner. Unit 4, Unit 5. Unit 5 does not have any interland game. It's only till Unit 4. At the bottom of Unit 5, you will find the pledge. Pledge is an interesting thing. You can get the children to take it. You can get them to sign and put it up in the classrooms. Let's look at the curriculum. I opened it up. I am looking at the entire curriculum. I want to show you what I was talking about, how each lesson has games and activities. I want to show them to you. There are samples given, bingo cards for when I was talking about the vocabulary games. There's also a parent introduction email letter in case you're doing this on a large scale, you'd like to get all your children together. I think it's a great thing to do. In fact, even in your, you're now having so many events. Why don't you give one corner to Be Internet Awesome and have little games that while parents are walking in, get them to also play and understand. Honestly, dear teachers, it's not only about the students learning. While I was going through this curriculum, I have also learned a lot. So this is what sharing with caring looks like. This is the vocabulary. Like I said, use the definition, use the word to play some games with them. What does it really mean? You could give them clues. They could do a treasure hunt in the class. When not to share. Keeping it private. Scenarios are there. Like I said, you can give either one group the same scenario or you distribute it. So I would prefer that every group has a different scenario so that the learning enhances. Now, this is a small one. It says, someone posts have a great vacation on a friend's social media page. Had the friend announced publicly that they were going away? Did they want everybody on the planet to know? Are there more private ways to communicate this message? This may seem odd, but it is not so because children are doing it. And I did share that with you. There are more scenarios, more activities that you can do with the children. What do emojis really mean? There are so many times that there is miscommunication that takes place over text. Remember, we said that it's best that our children communicate face to face rather than posting random messages. This is the one I was talking about when I said that they feel that everything online is true. Get them to do this. Only show them 1A. Take some time and look at 1A. So 1A makes you feel that if you see, you ask the children if they see that picture on a friend's page, on a friend's social media page, their first response will be, my friend is traveling. My friend is having a great time. Ma'am, I think it is my friend's yacht. So these are the ways children think. When you show them the reality, that is 1B, they'll realize that this is just a rubber duck. It's a toy yacht, and the friend is having fun in the bathtub, just wearing snorkeling goggles. So what all we imagine to be true is not really true. There are more examples here. Dear teachers, take some time out, go through this website, look at the curriculum. Once you've seen the curriculum, I'd like you to move on to tab number 5, that is assessments. We have made some assessments for you also for each module, but they are not mandatory. Only use them if you need them. These are simple Google forms to help you. In the beginning, I was talking about that you need to train your students and upload evidence. That needs to come here. Can you see this last blue bar? It says student training completion form. Let's click on that and let's look what opens up. This is the student training completion form. You need to fill this. So we need your email ID, full name, COE, contact number. Important is evidence of training. Create a video, 2 minutes or PPT, and train a minimum of 40 students. The minimum is 40 students. Now, if you look at this, you may create many videos when your children are discussing. They are having a discussion with you. They are doing some role play, or you have divided them and they're doing some activities. They are being given scenarios. So take their videos or take their pictures, put them on a PPT and upload over here. Next, you also need to add the list of students, because who all you train, we are going to certify. All the children that you train are going to be certified by us. Let's look at, it says, add the list of students trained by you using the template given below. The template is here. We have already added the template for you. All you need to do is make a copy. Don't edit it. Make a copy. This is what this will look like. You need to put your name, list of students, and the class here. Come back to the Google form. Upload this file here, the list of students. Dear teachers, we also request you if you can provide us a photograph for the social media post. We feel very proud to introduce teachers like you who go an extra mile to make sure that the children are safe. So this was under assessments. This is one of the important tabs after you've used the resources tab. This is the master trainer tab. You can definitely go through it if you like it. What I want you to pay attention to is this FAQs and help desk. This is a one-on-one webinar. I cannot speak to you, right? And I don't know what you are thinking, or if you missed something, or is there a query? Even though Manu ma'am is right there and she must be answering for you. If you have more queries, because you will be looking at resources today, take some time out, go through Unit 1 and Unit 2, the ones that we discussed. You have more this is what your certificates will look like. The one on the left is for you and the one on the right is for your student. You have more questions, come to this FAQ and help desk tab. There are many questions we have tried to answer thinking from your point of view. Why do we need this program? Who's the certifying body? What is the full form? How long will it take for students to complete the course? Is this program for only IT teachers, ICT? No, that's not true. We are all accessing the internet. We are all out there with plenty full of apps in our phones. This is for everybody. Where can one find time to run this course? Try and collaborate with the ICT teacher, get the children to play these games. Why don't you use your assemblies? How about the Cyber Week, Cyber Safety Week? If you have a house system and if you're having some events over there, try combining this. Give the first 30 minutes to maybe one module each. Then there are more questions. At the end, we have the BIA help desk. So if your questions have not been answered here, please don't worry. You can mail us at this ID or reach out to us on this number here. We are available 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Dear teachers, I hope you have the link with you. Take your time. Go through this. Like I said, resources. With all the 5 units is very important because this is what you are going to be using for your trainings. After the resources, the next important tab is assessments, because once you scroll down to the bottom of that, can you see this blue bar at the bottom? It says student training completion form. You need to click on this and then upload your trainings. You may have queries like which are the ages you can be teaching this. Teachers, you can teach this training or give this training to students of grade 2 to 12. Younger than 2 you can avoid. Older than grade 2 and older can definitely be accommodated. Choose the scenario according to the age. If we look at the curriculum right in the beginning, it talks about each lesson has a symbol to indicate the grade level. So you can take that, you can refer to that. And also as teachers, we know that you know best. You are there in the classroom, so choose your activities according to what will suit your audience. I was also talking about vocabulary activities, even just apart from match the following, etc. There are many more games given over here. So please take out some time and look at the website. Try and see what is it that you would like to do with your children. Try and forming a skeleton. You can also collaborate with a teacher. You'd like to collaborate with 2-3 teachers. You can split up the modules between yourselves and train more children. Another thing that I wanted to bring your attention to was the fact that minimum is 40 students. For you, we require you to train a minimum of 40 students to gain the certification. However, if you would like to train more, please go ahead and do so, because it is important that this kind of awareness reaches everybody, reaches all the children. So agar aap 40 bachon se zyada ko bhi train karenge, we will be very happy, and you will be also very happy knowing that you have done something good for your children. On this note, this doesn't end. We will be seeing you on Friday again. I have 3 more modules to discuss with you. I will also revisit this website. I will explain again what is it that you are required to do in the classroom. Where can you find the material? Where do you need to submit your evidence, etc. We will be seeing you again on Friday. Meanwhile, have a very good evening and look after yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.